6 signs a girl gives when she wants you to talk to her. Most guys assume women never make the first move. But here's the truth. They do, just not in the way you might expect. Women are always sending signals, and if you don't know how to read them, you're missing out on golden opportunities. You've probably been in a situation where you felt a certain energy from a woman, but you weren't sure if it was real or just in your head. Maybe she glanced at you a few times. Maybe her friends whispered something while looking your way. Or maybe she even smiled, but you hesitated. And by the time you worked up the courage to do something, the moment had passed. Sound familiar by the end of this video? You'll know exactly when a girl is waiting for you to make a move. And trust me, these signs are easier to spot than you think. And if you stick around till the end, I've got a special bonus sign for you that most guys never see coming. So let's get into it. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real, relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationship tips. Sign number 1, her friends whisper and glance in your direction. You're at a cafe, a bar, or maybe a social event, and suddenly you notice something interesting. A group of girls is talking, giggling, and every now and then one of them glances in your direction. You might think, okay, is something on my face? But the reality is, you're probably the topic of conversation. Here's the thing: when a woman is interested in a guy, she won't always make the first move directly. Instead, she'll enlist her friends. They become her unofficial hype squad, nudging her, teasing her, or subtly encouraging her to make a move. Why? Because for women, attraction is often a social experience. They're looking for validation, seeing if her friends approve, and testing, if you'll notice. And this isn't just a random guest studies in social psychology show that women tend to seek group consensus before engaging in social interactions, especially in dating scenarios. So if you see a group of women whispering and glancing at you, chances are someone in that group is interested. So what do? Acknowledge it, don't ignore the signs. If you make eye contact with her, hold it for a second. Smile and see if she smiles back. That's your green light. If you're feeling bold, casually, make your way over and engage with the group. Keep it cool, light-hearted and confident, because, trust me, if her friends are in on it, she's already waiting for you to say something. Sign number 2, multiple eye contact connections. Let's make one thing clear. Eye contact is not random. If a woman makes eye contact with you once, maybe it's just a coincidence. Twice, that's interesting, but 3 or 4 times, that's an invitation. Here's why women use eye contact as a way to gauge interest without taking a big risk. Unlike men, who are often expected to make the first move, women rely on subtle cues to signal attraction. If she keeps locking eyes with you across the room, looking away and then looking back, it's not accidental. She's testing to see if you're paying attention. Think about this. A study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that prolonged eye contact increases feelings of attraction and connection even between strangers. In other words, if she's given you multiple glances, she's subconsciously trying to establish a connection before any words are exchanged. So, what should you do? Hold her gaze for a second longer than usual. Don't just glance and look away nervously. That signals uncertainty. Instead, hold eye contact. Give a slight smirk or a confident nod. And if she smiles back, that's your green light from there. It's on you to make the next move. Sign number 3, open body language. And preing, women are masters of nonverbal communication. They send messages without saying a single word, if you know what to look for. One of the biggest giveaways that she's interested: open body language. If a woman is facing you with her shoulders squared and her arms relaxed, she's comfortable in your presence. But if her arms are crossed or she's turning her body away, she's subconsciously creating a barrier, meaning she's probably not interested. Now, let's talk about pring. This is when a woman adjusts her hair, smooths out her clothes, or lightly touches her neck while looking at you. Why does this matter? because it's a biological response. She's subconsciously making herself more attractive. Here's an example. You're at a coffee shop, and a woman across from you keeps tucking her hair behind her ear while looking at you. Maybe she adjusts her necklace or lightly runs her fingers down her arm. These small movements might seem insignificant, but they're instinctual behaviours linked to attraction. So what should you do? Mirror her energy if she's facing you openly. Do the same if she's playing with her hair or lightly touching her neck. Don't be afraid to adjust your watch or run a hand through your hair. It builds subconscious rapport before we proceed. If you find value in this video, plus part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion sign number 4. She moves closer. Women rarely position themselves near a guy they aren't interested in if you're at a party, a bar, or even just standing in line somewhere, and she keeps gravitating toward your space. That's not by accident. Here's something most guys don't realize. Proximity is a powerful indicator of attraction. When a woman is into you, she'll create opportunities to be near you. Maybe she moves to the seat next to you, or she coincidentally ends up standing beside you at the bar. That's not random, it's intentional. Psychologists refer to this as the propinquity effect, the idea that people naturally develop connections with those they are physically closer to. So if a woman keeps inching into your space, she's testing the waters, seeing if you'll pick up on her presence. Your move, don't ignore it. If she's standing near you, acknowledge her presence. If she's sitting close, lean in slightly when speaking. Creating that subtle tension is what makes interactions exciting. Sign number 5. She starts innocent conversation. Here's a simple but often overlooked fact. Women don't just start conversations with men they aren't interested in. If she breaks the silence, even with the most basic comment, it's because she's giving you an opening. She might say something simple like, "Wow, this line is taking forever," or "Have you tried this drink before?" It might seem casual, but she's really testing your social awareness and confidence. Think about it. If she wasn't interested, she wouldn't go out of her way to engage with you. Women don't waste energy talking to men they find boring or unattractive. So what's the right move? Respond naturally, but escalate the conversation. If she comments on the long wait, you could say, "Yeah, I think we might be stuck here forever if we make it out. Do we get an award?" Light, playful. Responses show confidence and keep the interaction flowing. Sign number 6. She smiles. This is the simplest, yet most powerful sign. If a woman smiles at you, especially after making eye contact, it's a direct invitation. Now there are 2 types of smiles. The polite, quick smile, the kind you give to strangers in passing, and the genuine, warm smile. The latter is what you're looking for if she smiles and holds eye contact. It's her way of saying, "I like your presence here." Studies in behavioral psychology show that smiling is one of the most universally recognized signs of attraction. It signals warmth, approachability, and genuine interest. So what should you do? Smile back and engage. If she keeps smiling at you from across the room, don't overthink it. Just go up and say something. The moment is already there. All you have to do is step into it. If you're still watching, drop the word confidence in the comments, so I know you're one of the real ones. The ones who actually pay attention and know how to level up their game. And because you made it this far, here's something most guys completely miss: a bonus sign that's even more important than the rest bonus sign. She playfully challenges. You ever had a girl tease you or push back on something you said? That's not her being difficult. It's called flirtation. When a woman is into you, she'll test your confidence by throwing in a little playful challenge just to see how you handle it. Let's say you casually mention, "I think pineapple on pizza is a crime," instead of nodding along. She smirks and fires back. "Wow, I was just about to ask if you had good taste." What's happening here? She's seeing if you can keep up, if you get flustered or defensive. It's game over, but if you play along, tease back and keep it fun, that's when the real attraction builds. So how do you respond? Keep the energy light. Try something like, Well, it's not too late to save you from the dark side, simple, playful, and confident. This kind of back and forth creates tension. The good kind, it builds excitement, makes conversations feel effortless, and shows that you're not easily shaken and that that's attractive. Now that you know the 6 signs she's waiting for you to make a move, don't let another opportunity slip by. Confidence is key. Women notice it and it makes all the difference. If this video helped you hit that like button, it really supports the channel and helps more people see this content. Subscribe for daily insights to level up your dating game and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, we've handpicked the perfect video for you to watch next. Click on the screen and I'll see you back here tomorrow.